Hey, welcome back to another anime review. This time the show is I Made Friends with the Second Prettiest Girl in My Class, Episode 5. So about a year ago, I seen this show's light novel in my Kindle app. Like I was about to buy it, but like I just added it to my wish list, but I never got it. But now I'm really like kicking myself for it because like I was really missing out on a great story. And you know what? I still might read it because like light novels usually have more details than like the anime do, so I'm still might read it anyway. Alright, so let's get into this episode. It starts off with Asanagi. Remember how she met Amami? And they met in 3rd grade, and at the time Amami just moved. She just moved to like the area. She just moved to a school. She's like transferred and all that. So she didn't have no friends, and apparently she was getting bullied while she was in her other school because like she had a different hair color and eye color than most people in Japan. So that made her insecure. So Asanagi became her first friend at her new school. And then also Asanagi, she introduced her to her other 2 friends. I forgot their names, but they don't really seem that important anyway. Eventually time passed, and I guess Amami starts to break out of her shell, and she becomes more outgoing, and she becomes like the center of attention for basically I'll say her grade. That's what it seems like, and not just her class. But with that going on, like also what's her name? Amami, Asanagi, she started getting like negative attention from like the other girls in her class because like she's like the popular girl best friend, but to them she's kind of average. Yeah, so I could see how that can make you insecure if you're always getting dissed when you just hanging out with your best friend. Not even only that, like the friends that Asanagi knew first since they was in 3rd grade didn't even want to hang out with no more, and they only wanted to hang out with Amami. So Asanagi tells Amami that she didn't want Mahara to leave her because like all the other friends did, so she was like insecure about that. That's why she didn't want Amami to know that she was friends with Mahara. And that kind of added context to that episode where Mahara turned down Amami's invitation to hang out on Friday because he said he was hanging out with Asanagi, and so Asanagi ran back and pinched him. So anyway, Asanagi tells Amami that she loves her, but then she also said that she hates her just as much, and then she runs off. But Mahara, he goes out there and finds her alone in the classroom. So Mahara tells her that she did a good job of bottling all that up because she held it in for years, but without ever telling Amami how she actually felt. And Mahara tells Asanagi that she needs to prioritize Amami and her friendship with her, so that they should probably stop hanging out for a little while until they get on equal terms. So Asanagi asks Mahara would he miss her if she stopped hanging around him, and he says yeah. But I feel like that question is just more of her insecurity. Eventually, Asanagi and Mahara, they go back to the roof together holding hands so they can talk to Amami. And so, what's the name? Mama, she's all like, oh, I see y'all got really close and all that. So Asanagi apologized to Amami, and Amami, she starts crying, saying that how scared she was, thinking that they wouldn't be friends no more. And Asanagi tells Amami that she's gonna spend time away from Mahara so that she can rebuild her friendship with her. But Amami turns her down, and she says she don't like the idea because that's gonna be kind of mean to Mahara because he also wants to hang out with her. But she's all like, oh, but if you want to apologize to me, if we want to be friends again and all that, so you gotta hold hands with Mahara for the rest of the school festival. So they're walking through the halls and all that, and what's her name, Nita, she shows up and take a picture of him, and she's like, well, I'll send it to you later. And they eventually go into a haunted house, you know what I'm saying? And what's her name was Asanagi, she just leaves Mahara to get jumped by these ghosts. So anyway, now it's Friday again, and Asanagi is hanging out at Mahara's house. So they just chilling, like, and what's her name? Amami, she's like pretending to be a ghost because like she wants to see how they interact when she's not around. And after some time goes by, Asanagi tells Amami that she still wants to hang out with Mahara because she likes spending time with him, so she still wants to hang out with him on Fridays, and she wants to know if she's cool with that. So yeah, now Amami, she's seen enough, so she eventually leaves and all that. And then Asanagi stays over for a little bit longer and they start watching the movie. But I guess like Mahara caught a cold because he sneezed and all that, so she shares the blanket with him. So while they're under the blanket, she asks him like, oh, you really do like me, don't you? And I forgot what he says, but apparently she flicks him on the forehead. But eventually he walks her back to her house, and she asks him again like, oh, do you like me? And so he asks her the question back like, well, do you like me? And she's like, well, I don't like you. And then she kissed him on the cheek, and then she's like, oh, because I love you. And she was like, oh, I'll kiss you on your lips when you tell me how you feel about me. So that's basically how the episode ended. So yeah, it was a pretty good episode. The vibe would kind of changed like halfway through, because like first it was like really serious, and then it got kind of chill and it kind of more lighthearted during like the middle half. So I really enjoyed it. So if you liked or didn't like this episode, leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. And if you enjoy my content, why don't you think about subscribing? I appreciate it. Anyway, that's all. Take care.